you so much. Okay, good morning to all of you. Today is a 4th of December. All right, 2020 is a Friday, and tonight is the non-farm payroll. So, market traders, for this Trade with the Boys PSV members, usually on non-farm payroll day, the market will be a little bit soft. All right, towards the announcement at 9:30. So 9:30 p.m. So usually we will appeal to traders to go slow for today. All right, go slow, meaning either you trade smaller or you give yourself a break for today. That is what the usual stand for us, all right, for non-farm payroll day. Okay, so let us not waste time and let's look into today's MAO. Okay, let me just share my screen right now. Okay, moment. Here we go. All right, are you able to see my screen, my PowerPoint? Yes? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, right. This morning, 4th of December, 2020, Friday, Trade with the Boys Daily MAO, Market Analysis and Outlook. That's the MAO, the words, the short form of MAO, all right? Okay, so my name is Kel. Right, this morning, all right, disclaimer as usual first. All right, I've been advised to do this disclaimer even I start this morning. Okay, so dear all, can you give me your disclaimer and let me know that you understand that what I shared today, all right, is on my personal opinion. And of course, if you are trading with my views, please make sure that you do your due diligence and of course, consider your own current financial status and conditions, all right? Okay, because what happened was that yesterday someone did text me on the site. Again, usually I get messages on the site. Kel, so every morning when you give your MAO, all right, then definitely you might be able to swing us or, motivate us to a certain direction of the day. I don't agree with that because actually every time when I do my views, I always give you two side view. I'll give you the upside and I give you the downside. The only difference is that, right, I will tell you my personal opinion, all right? Of course, end of the day is that you don't want someone to tell you this, market, if go up, will go up, market come down, will come down, and that's it. If you go for MAO, a market analysis session, and if the speaker speak this way, I think that it's going to be waste of time. So I will give you my views on the upside potential, the downside potential, and a final view. If you agree with what I just said, right, can you key the word agree? If you think that, right, this is not what you want, then you can press disagree, okay? I want to see how does it work here itself. Because it's like, like yesterday when we called for this buy in gold, then gold went up, then after it came down. Yeah, and then the thing is that people ask us, yeah, we should have shorted gold, but Kel was bullish. I think I totally disagree with that. Gold went up initially, in fact. It was until when it go past 1837, that was when we actually take profit. All right, and of course, some people jumping to buy. I have people buying at 1839, 1840. Then of course, when the gold came down, right, they were hit. Yeah, they were hit very badly. They was hit at what 1824, 1825. Then after that, gold recover again. So you see, the end of the day is that views can be given, but a person's final decision plays a great part. Thank you guys for your disclaimer. All right. So before we start this morning, we look at the current situation on the coronavirus. All right, as you can see right now, let me just do a quick refresh. This is this morning page. It's not that because I like to start the day with a negative force, but you must understand that this is ongoing around the world. You cannot tell yourself that because the world, Singapore is safe, that we don't need to care. Wow, look at the number. The new cases has breached past 200,000. Now, the previous time hit 200,000 was during the Thanksgiving. So that time that they said that the statistic was not very clear. It was half a day, I understand. But yesterday, no excuse. Yesterday, USA, new cases, 213,000 cases, okay? Death is approaching 300,000. New death yesterday broke all-time record for US, 2,700. Now, this is really terrible, put it this way. All right, so guys, we really must understand this. I know that people have been asking me, Kel, so what does all this do with us? I repeat, I don't mind saying this again. USA is definitely the epicenter of the financial market. So imagine that, okay, if USA is not able to function properly, then the repercussion will be all of the other countries that's doing business with US will be hit. You think about that itself. Of course, you may say, but nowadays we got Zoom, we got Teams in Microsoft, there can be communication. right? That is on the business point of view when you're talking about internet e-commerce. But we're talking about strategic business like the logistic, we're talking about restaurants, we're talking about this recreation, then those business will be affected, correct? So, but you may say, but Kel, the share price is still going higher. That's my point. That is my point. The share price is going higher while this thing is ongoing. So this is actually pretty crazy stuff. So nonetheless as well, right, you can see the US dollar. Now, US dollar since Monday, oops, not sure why it flashed back again. Okay, this is the US dollar chart. Okay, I've been calling for sell on the US dollar for the longest of time. All right, so US dollar since Monday was trading at 92. Today is down to 90. All right, and yesterday it stopped at 90.50, but I believe it's going to go down some more. All right, so you look at US dollar chart itself, right, over the last 6 months. Okay, this is how bad it is. Since July until now, the US dollar is down more than 8 to 9%. Okay, from 97.5 to current 90.7, about 8 to 9%. Now you look at it for the year to date, 1 year. Okay, now the highest point here was 102. That was April. That was April. So 102 from April to now 90 is down by almost 12%. So this is not good for any economy. Seriously, it's not good. But of course, the influx of the dollar did cover up holes. That's why I say some people will benefit initially. But then again, when reality sets in, that is where things happen. Eugene, no plane flying or shipping demand. How come oil rising? Could it be because they bought oil to hedge for futures? Well, honestly, I didn't read into oil, but we all know three things. Number one, oil usually move up a little bit higher in December because there's some demand for it, especially the winter is coming in. Number two is right, OPEC is trying to find a way to hold the price. That's something we have been seeing, the cartels. And the third thing is that you're not wrong, right? Maybe they are trying to hedge the futures now because now the price is considered cheap. But as a US dollar depreciate in value, US traded commodities will definitely have to go higher. You understand the point, right? Because if I transact something with you in US dollar and my US dollar depreciate in value, but the demand is still there, then definitely the price will go up, and that's called inflation. So nonetheless, as well, right, the US dollar decreasing is actually going to stimulate prices that is US dollar based. But of course, you say, but why can't gold never go up? Actually, gold went up the last few days. But why it came down was because a lot of people bought gold in anticipation of the so-called problem in US election, and also because of the COVID. So now the vaccine from Pfizer is coming out, so people are dumping gold, all right? But as I say, if you've been hearing my MAO the last few times, I believe that this is actually not the end of gold. In fact, this is the starting of gold. I repeat, this is not the end of gold, but this could be the starting of gold. But I believe that gold need to go through one more wave to finish up the whole thing. All right, I'll explain more in detail shortly about gold, all right? So what I'm trying to say is this: normally a currency of a country, if it's depreciating in value, normally the stock market won't go higher. All right. Even Japan itself, right, has this thing here. They want a lower yen to stimulate the import-export. We can understand that. But in general basis, right, a lower currency will not attract investors. So why is it there? Because it's an influx of money. So that's why people are still buying into that. So you look at the long-term view on US dollar, the last 3 years, take a look. The US dollar is going back to where it is, which is at 2018, right, that level itself. All right, so that is where, if you notice this, 2018, that was where gold actually, was pretty at a much lower level, and now gold is much higher. So that's why I believe that gold eventually will go much higher in the time to come. All right, so that's the US dollar sharing for this morning. Why? Because it'll help us a little bit of understanding the gold later. So what we saw last night is this: the Dow Jones was doing pretty okay. Now, yesterday, I tell you guys, Dow Jones, if goes above opening price, will be heading higher. And I did mention that the Dow Jones will hit 30,000, right? I said that, right? The Dow will test 30,000 again. So indeed, the Dow tested 30,000, right? When the cash market opened, then it was hovering there at about 2 a.m. Singapore time. That where the Dow came out a little bit, found some support, went back up, break the high, okay? But towards the last half an hour, there was some selling, right? The last half an hour, there was some selling. And that was what reason? Remember, during last Sunday MAO, I shared this with you guys. I said that, right? The vaccine can be ready, right? The supply chain is an issue. The distribution is a big issue, right? Remember that? So what happened is that why the share price come down yesterday was because Dow loses momentum, because toward the last hour, Pfizer says that they had to slash roll out target for COVID-19 vaccine. So what I read was that because they say that the supply chain is an issue. Now they're supposed to come up with at least 1 billion to 2 billion vaccine next year. But with the current situation now, you think about this, with people not able to go out or fear of COVID, that means the supply chain will be an issue, right? People can't go out. So you may say, but if they take the vaccine, they'll be okay. Like I say once again, even the vaccine is ready in 2 months' time or even this month, the workers will need to take the vaccine first if they trust. Second of all, they need to take at least for 2 months. So by the time it's all ready and operational, they have to start to do all these things. So the point is this, although the company say they can do this, they can do that, but end of the day, they must face reality. So that's why when Pfizer came out this slash or roll out, right, immediately the market reacted by selling off because people feel that, oh shit, that means that we may not get it. I mean, not everyone will get it. So that was a reason why the share price came down. But more important thing is this is on Wall Street Journal, and I like this article because it's pretty opinion, and I think it makes a lot of sense. You see, cheers for Dow Jones 30,000, but consider the debt, the debit side. So the total public debt has increased from 18 trillion to 27 trillion, a 50% increase, while American corporate debt has approaching 11 trillion. And consumer debt rose to 14 trillion from first quarter 2020. You know, in short itself, right, the debt is mounting on the other side, and the growth is not able to come in fast enough. So that is the reason why it's like a bubble. It just keep on blowing, getting bigger. And I told you guys in the last 3 MAOs, I said that the bubble will keep on blowing. There's no way for the stock market to come down. I tell you this, I already said this many times, there's no way. Yeah, you heard me right. Yes, you're hearing me. I'm bearish in the economy, but I'm telling you upfront, it's very difficult. Because you keep on pumping money in the dollar, it's like you are a very lousy businessman, but your dad keep on pumping you money in your pocket. So how bad can you be? The most is just break even. So that is what is happening now. But the thing is, your debt, will he run out of money? But the debt in US is USA Federal Reserve, which they can print the money. So what happened is that the problem surfacing already. The more they print, the supply of US dollar expanded, and definitely it will hit the dollar value. And then what happened? Inflation. So what I'm telling you this, guys, is this. If USA Federal Reserve have been telling the whole world that because of the interest, the inflation is still at the lower end, they are not going to do anything with interest rate, but they're going to pump in so much dollar. So it's like telling me this, okay, they'll keep on pumping, the stock market keep on rising, inflation will finally creep in, and then as Federal Reserve, you will need to chime in to hike the rate. That's why the bond itself is 5,000-year high level, but the market never talked about it. So I believe that if you remember 2018, why the stock market came down so fast, it was because Federal Reserve went in to hike the interest rates. Remember that? So would this be a repeat of that? It is possible. It is very possible. So that could be the one of the catalysts to actually do this. All right. So that is my sharing. Joe has said that, right, storage and transportation is an issue because of the extreme cold temperature. Yes, indeed. For the vaccine to survive, in a way, you need to have a very cold temperature. I think it was like below 70 degrees, right? But so the king is that they must build that type of machines or storage for that itself. So that's another problem, okay? So that is the Dow for you guys. So let's look at the Dow market right now, okay? The Dow market right now, okay? Now, this is very good because every morning we do this interaction, and when we basically go back and think back what we say yesterday, does it make any sense? So you can see right now very clearly, pretty clear, right? You can see that the US dollar, sorry, you said US dollar, the Dow Jones is still really following my trend line to, wow, it's incredible. You see that yesterday when the Dow broke below, right? I told my friend this, look, okay, you can sell all you want, but if the Dow goes back above my line, you better buy. Yeah, that was what I tell him. And indeed, the Dow went back up again. But incredibly is this point here itself. Remember, every day my Dow chart, I don't redraw. I don't redraw because if I redraw, if I say I didn't redraw, you can go back to my videos on YouTube. And you can, hey, Kel, you're lying. So that's why I don't redraw my chart during the whole day. Or I only do it during MAO morning session where live I'm doing this. So you can see, oh my God, this is what I believe is a real quadruple top in a way. This is really beautiful. All right, it's really populating. So again, I stress, You will notice this is 1, 2, 3, 4. For 4 consecutive days, the market keep on touching that trend line. So I repeat, either we're going to see a very big upside movement another round. I don't know what reason. Maybe they tell you Moderna or Pfizer or someone else tell you I got a 99.9% vaccine. That will push the Dow to another high again, maybe 30,500. Yeah, you know. Or someone say, okay, guys, I confirm I got 100% vaccine, which is impossible. So anything between 98 to 99 will be a very strong thingy. But, B-U-T, but, if someone come out and say, oh, sorry, my vaccine was supposed to be 95%, blah, 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 but it's a problem. Someone use it, someone had it, and there's side effects. And then the market will come up so fast that you don't have even time to react. You got my point, right? All clear on this? All right, if you're clear on this, can you give me, number 1 in the group chat? Yeah, it's going to cost a bomb definitely for that storage itself. I mean, this is not even the storage is even colder than the skating rink, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so that's why I'm not saying that I'm covering my backside for both view, but I'm giving you a very fair view, whereby if the vaccine news is fantastic, the Dow, based on this chart now, will fly. Okay, yeah, colder than ice cream indeed. Right, if the vaccine news doesn't come out well, it could create a black swan. So last night I was talking to a friend of mine. He was telling me, Kel, this market can't come down. I said, yeah, it won't. I've been saying this, it won't, unless there's a black swan event. But Kel, I thought the black swan just happened this year. Well, it never been said that black swan cannot come out twice in a year, right? Okay, all right, just that, yeah, logically every 4 years we see one black swan. But again, we cannot say that it doesn't happen once or twice too many. So this is the Dow Jones chart, which I'm basically drawing it, and I've been telling myself every day, below the line, I sell. Above the line, I buy. Simple as that. So today, what's the level for today? I give to you. Today, my line tells me that, okay, let me just go there. 29909. Oh, a good number. 29909. Now, again, I repeat, different brokers have different levels. All right. What's yesterday? Someone asked me, Kel, how come my XC and this FX Pro, the number and yours is totally different? Yes, correct. Every broker has different levels. So what you need to do is very simple. You take this day, all right, this day. Wait, my little children all having a lot of little morning shouting now. Okay, this day itself is the 9th of November. Then what I did was that I just basically take this level and I connect with this point here. This guy is the 23rd of November, and then I draw it up. Okay, so you can have the same thing for me. Okay, 29909, that is for students of mine using the AIMS FX platform. Okay, 29909, nice number. Okay, so that is the Dow. And the Dow 15-minute chart, I told you my Fibonacci, I'm still using it. I didn't change at all. So you can see when market hit 61.8, the market rebounded. And now it's basically hovering at the 23.6, which basically tells me something interesting here. Take a look. Now the high got higher, right? You can see the high got higher over the last 3 days. The low got higher also the last 3 days. So this actually hallmarks the potential of going back again to test the high. That is that 30,100 and 30,200 level. But like I say again, because of the trend line that we have on a day chart, right? I'm still looking to the buy side. But if the market breaks down 23.6, then I believe there'll be some intermittent selling again. All right. So this level here itself is about here now, right now, about 29,950 level around there. Okay. So that is the 15-minute chart on the conventional. And weekly chart, well, look at it. Wow. Wow. You see, once again, you can see it's really clear that it's four tops creating there. So again, my stress point is if you can clear the top end, we should see further upside of easily 300 to 500 points. But if not, all right, then seriously, then there will be some selling. Now, what is going to be very scary is this, everybody. This is what I am going to share with you today. I forgot to share yesterday. The reason why on that day when the market back in February or January, the market crashed down was because you see there's a gap there, right? So what you don't want to see is the wick that the market closed black candle. So we take it as a form of patterns. right? What we don't want to see is a black candle covering. So at the moment now, it seems to be still safe. All right, we do have one in the second week, but very fast, the third week, the market enveloped a bit. So it's still safe on the buy side. But then again, on this same pattern here, when the market do a black candle day and close below it, right, that's not good. And of course, on the Monday, when the market get down, right, that means that there is a sell order that big that they have to cross over the weekend to sell. So until we see these two phenomena happen, I think we're still safe on the long side. Okay, you heard me? I repeat myself once again. First of all, we haven't seen a black hawk down yet, so we don't have anything to worry for the long side. Second of all, if let's say anything happen like this, the next following week there's a gap down effect. That means that it's a sell order, then you better run really. So without these two happening, I think we're still all safe. All right, all clear on this? If all clear, key number 2, please. Thank you. Now, yesterday a friend of mine, I know him since 21. He came to learn from me, and from 21 after army to now he's working, doing pretty well. 31 this year. He came to my office yesterday. We have a good chat. So the thing is this: he tell me, Kel, why your MAO are so chonghei one? Why talk for 30 over minutes? Like getting longer and longer from 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Because I told him this because when I go too fast and when I share lesser, right, people misunderstand me. So I decided to lengthen it, speak slower, and then with more details. Okay, so that's why I say, Kel, shortcut lah, buy, sell, do buy. I say, no, we can't do that. Okay, all right. So for today, the Dow Jones, you can see the Dow Jones today. There's a few concerning factors for PSV students. Now, why is that so? Number one, you notice this? This is a cage RL. The cage RL tells you that today 29996. Wow, all the 9 today are a lot nicer. 29996 is the resistance level for the cage. All right. So if the Dow Jones hit this point here and cannot go higher and pull back, it's always a sell signal. Okay. So at the moment now, you can see the Dow has tested twice, including today, the third time already. 29996 is a strong resistance level. Okay, that's the first thing to watch out for. Second thing to watch out for is this: the opening price today and the pivot 2 is very close by. 29950 is a very strong and important support level. Okay, very important. Yes, indeed, today the opening price for the Dow Jones is this price, 29949. Today's opening price is this. So which means that today opening price and pivot 2 is so near each other, there's two things to happen. As long as the market stays above OP, the market will stay by. But the market goes below OP, all right, the market will sell. This is not usual. This is a phenomenon. And not usually we have opening and the pivot so close by. I said this many times before. If you see such a phenomenon, that means today will be a very powerful day. So today I will stress out myself. I believe today either we'll see an up 300 or a down 300. Okay, I repeat, today it's going to be an up 300 day or down 300 day. And of course, coincidentally, today is a non-farm payroll day. So again, the market numbers is looking a bit lower. Right, but the ADP numbers was much better, so you can see that the market could be, play a fast one out. So today, traders, if you are looking to trade, use the OP closely. All right, it will help you. But of course, if we decide to pick, I'll pick the upside first because the KSI is still green in color. Okay, all clear on that? Okay. All right. So do note the 2 days ago the candle already touched the midpoint. So that means that yes, the up 300 point or down 300 point to surface today could be very, very possible. Okay. All right. So that is the Dow Jones for right now. Okay. Nasdaq wise, you can see the Nasdaq chart. Yesterday it has touched the trend line that I draw with a doji again. This is the second doji in the market, and look at the way it closes and the way it reacted. So likelihood, yes, today there should be big movement with the Nasdaq. There will be big movement. Now, of course, conventional techniques tells me that it could be more to the sell than the buy. But again, RSI at the high doesn't mean it's a sell. RSI at the high is actually a bullish signal. It's just that it depends on the market trend. If the market is bullish, at the high, it's going to go up further. If the market is bearish and the RSI go to the top, then it will sell. So you must understand that which position you're in the market before you jump into that. For Nasdaq today, for my chart right now, for today Nasdaq is actually pretty clear cut. Nasdaq today opening price is below my pivot 2 already. So as long as the Nasdaq stay below OP today, Nasdaq to sell. And you can see right now, the Nasdaq, right, seemingly the KSI is turning a bit red, but of course KSI for the day itself is not counted. So we still use the yesterday one, it's still green in color and it's still above the cage RL. So that's why if you want to sell, go slow, all right? So the Nasdaq, the long-term chart is still moving exactly as it should be. So very nice. So I'm going to just wait for a while. S&P 500 yesterday also did another hit high, reverse down, but now it's covering up again. So I can tell you this is very clear cut. The market is having a lot of money. Every time it comes down low, the market just buy. Come down low, just buy. Come down low, just buy. It doesn't care anymore. All right, so why are they doing that? Well, there's a lot of reasons. One of them is Tesla. Now, 21st of this December, Tesla will be into S&P 500. And then now there's no much news and say who will be removed out. So that one will be quite interesting. And this time around, they're not going to go in and one bit by bit, it's going to go all in. Now, the problem is this: if you went through my MAO on last Sunday, you know that, right? I did tell you a specific date. I told you, right, December the 20th to 21st, based on some metaphysics, right, it's not a good day. And that day happened to be Tesla so-called inauguration into the S&P 500. I really wish it goes well, but if anything do happen, unfortunately, just be careful. So I did tell my friend this. I said, look, very simple. You can be long stocks, but you can sell puts, which means sell call, which means that, right, you are buying stocks right now, but just in case the market get overwhelmed too high, right, and people are buying, right, the traditional trader are buying. If you are an option trader, you can consider to sell call. But of course, do stress out that it's because you have long stocks on one side, then you sell call. If you're going to sell call naked, right, if no stock on hand, then it's very dangerous. You must have stop loss. Okay, all right. I mean, I do a little bit of option aside, but I don't want to go too much into that because I'm not expert. All right, I know in the market there's many option experts there. Go find them. Okay, all right. I'm being asked this question yesterday too. Okay, all right. So for S&P 500 today, now let's take a look right now. S&P 500, the day chart. Today S&P is a bit different. S&P is between the pivot and pivot 2. So let the OP decide for you for today. All right, Brian, that one Nasdaq, right? Yeah, it's a double doji, correct, Brian? Okay, so that is the Nasdaq. Okay, so that's done with that. Oh, sorry, Hang Seng. All right, Hang Seng. Let's take a look. Now, Hang Seng yesterday went up and exactly hit the level that I mentioned. Yesterday, I left this line down there and I show you guys, I told you 26822 will be a very interesting resistance, and you see perfectly it stops there. That is the power of drawing trend lines. You had to draw a trend line that really the market follows. So today, for those Hang Seng trader, if Hang Seng can stay above 26822, there will be further upside in the market. All right, there will be further upside. Hold on, my daughter almost spilled the milk. Okay, save at the last moment. Okay. All right, 26822 will be a very important resistance level. Now, if Hang Seng shows any sign of selling towards closing, traders, be careful. Now, being a trader for 20 years, I have been observing Hang Seng, and one of my pet favorites is Hang Seng. So I'm going to share this with you guys. Okay, if Hang Seng, the last hour, the normal trading hours, I mean from 3 o'clock to 4:15, the last hour, if Hang Seng goes up, then most likely tonight non-farm payroll should be pretty good. You heard the tip? Yeah. Not 100%, but usually works. But in the last half an hour or last hour, you can see the selling is really coming down fast. Then, of course, for traders on the long side, be careful already. All clear on that? Okay? Okay, yeah, I don't do much options, but I do CFDs. Yeah, correct, definitely CFDs. We all here CFD traders. All right, those who ask me on the side, okay, I'm just answering you. So Hang Seng, be careful on that. Just watch out for the last hour or last 15 minutes usually, but last an hour will be good. All right, why last an hour? Because, it's just like a little bit like, okay, my opinion, is like gambling. All right, you see, if I would wait, if I'm a big boy, do I need to wait for non-farm payroll and then USA release the news, then I react? I think that's ridiculous. If I'm running a multi-billion fund, I will place people in US, in every city, stay there and collect data for me so that I will know what to do for non-farm payroll day before that as well. So I don't need to wait until then. And of course, you know that, right? In history, right? In the last 10 years, there are many times whereby there are some kelong in non-farm payroll. When I say kelong means like the news leak out already. I won't mention name. I remember the day was 6:30 p.m. Suddenly, one very famous publisher published out the non-farm payroll figures at 6:30 p.m. Yes, normally 9:30 p.m. It was a December period, I remember. Right, suppose 9:30 then come out the news, but at 6:30 p.m. for some reason the thing slipped out. Then the market reacted, obviously, right? Then it came and said that, oh, sorry, that was an error. But truth be told, at 9:30 p.m., that figure that they released at 6:30 p.m. was the same figure at 9:30 p.m. So that's my point. Right, as much as how much they can control, end of the day, there's a lot of slip-hole in the market. So that's why just watch out for that. If there's any news leak out, the last half an hour we'll see pretty clearly. Well, last hour is there, last half an hour. Okay. All right. So that is the Hang Seng. So let's just go back to our chart right here. So gold now, you can see people are getting bullish already. Yay! Yeah, that's the point here. So 3 days ago, whole world says sell. We call for buy. 3 days later, we're taking profit. The world call for buy. You see the point here? The difference is that we are always ahead of the market because we are following the boys. Now, we are not asking to take full profit. We say they take partial profit and then run. All right. So that's why yesterday when I talked about gold, we bought 1795. Then they go into 1840. Then people ask me, Cal, what should we do with the SWL? I said that let's put it to 1820. Now, some people ask me, Cal, the gold is like 1840, and you put your SWL at 1820, $20, so far away. Isn't that crazy? I said, yeah, it is a bit crazy, but that is, you need to adjust to market volatility because the market is still bearish in terms of the sentiment. So what happened in gold? You saw yesterday, right? Gold actually came down after it hit the high of 1840. 1840, right? This is cash market, right? Around there, 1840, this cash market. Gold came down all the way. All right, came down all the way to almost 1825 or 24, in fact. So marginally missed our SWL by $4. But if you have done it and put anywhere here itself, right, you'll be hit. And then after that, now the goal is much higher now. So that's why I repeat, guys, you need to give yourself buffer and you must understand the condition of the market. The terrain is very important. So later on, for all my PSV students, later on, Jason Mark, he will be sharing with you some stuff. All right, do take note itself. All right, later on, when he's sharing, right, he'll talk about terrain. All right, something that I share with him and he basically improvises it. It'll be good to listen to him. All right. So that is the 10 o'clock. That's why he starts. All right. It's only for Trade with the Boys PSV students only. Okay. So with that, sorry. So with that itself, right, let's look at the gold price right now. So this is gold price at this moment. You can see that, right? You can see pretty clearly there is some form of resistance already, right? So MA30 for gold today is 1846. 1846. And I mentioned this, guys, once it hit 1837, consider the book profit along the way up itself. Now, I do suspect that crude oil may be, gold may be hitting the top price about 1844 to 1845 level. Then there might be a pullback. I repeat one more time for everybody's sake. If gold hit around 1845, around there, I suspect that gold may come down a bit first. I suspect that. Then after it come down already, after it hit down, if it form a base, if it goes up again, it should be now going new high. But if let's say the time the equity market comes down also, and people start to sell gold, then I suspect that gold may go to new low. So I repeat, I'm not asking you guys to buy all in gold at this moment. And if you buy gold now here, it's suicidal. I repeat, it's really suicidal. So you're gonna buy gold for intraday trading, no problem. You're telling me, Kel, last few days I didn't buy because it's very dangerous. Today I feel comfortable to buy. I want to buy now at 1840. I think it's suicidal. You heard me correctly? Yeah, I don't agree with that. But intraday to buy sell for $2-3 gain, no problem. Go ahead with the rules. All clear? If all clear, key the word GOLD, gold into the group chat. All right. Let's put here first. Yeah, my wife prepared a very sumptuous breakfast for us. Yeah, very nice. Okay, guys. So you heard me, huh? Yeah, I don't okay, I repeat, for technique wise, if you are buying based on our PSV techniques, you can buy gold, but make sure your stop loss is there. But people who are calling me now and say, Kel, I got money now, I want to buy gold to keep now. Now, today, this price at 1840, no, my personal take. But Kel, another trainer calling for buy and hold long term, then speak to that guy. You don't need to ask me, guys. I can't. When I call for buy, it was here. When it was calling for buy, it was here when I called for buy. Today, the goal is much higher now. You're asking me this and compare me with another trainer. It's not fair to him and me. Find that guy, ask him. Okay? All right, yeah? Fair enough? Very fair, right? If you think it's fair, can you key the word fair, F-A-I-R? At least, you guys heard me. Because this morning, at least 10 messages, and they're all sending me this particular trainer calling for buy. I said, they didn't find him. I don't know. Okay, I really don't know. I know to buy cheap. I don't know to buy this type of price. I really can't. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being so fair to me. Okay. So that is gold. So let's look at gold today for us. Now, for us today, gold price is between pivot 1 and pivot 2, right? And with that, right, that means that today the opening price will be my own pivotal. Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. All right. So as long as gold stay below OP today, I'm not keen to buy gold. All right. Are we clear with that? I repeat myself one more time. If today gold stays below the opening price, I'm not keen to buy gold today. Okay. Of course, permit today is non-farm payroll. If the data are actually good, all right, the gold may come down. But if the data is bad, then maybe the gold price may go up. So this is the thing here on fundamental side. All right, Ken, 15-minute chart. I just showed to you now. You see the gold is trading below opening price right now, so I'm not comfortable to buy gold. Right, at least for now. Okay. All right. Okay, that will be gold for oil. Then we need to do oil. Right, oil is still moving nicely, beautifully. $45 already. You can see that. So as long oil maintain its upside trend, no change. All right, oil will go up, and equity market can't come down too much. So that's why you can see oil is pretty strong. Now, FYI, for all my students, you are trained recently by me. There's this thing called BNB, right? Now, BNB on crude oil is about 45.96 level, right? So if crude oil stays above it, the crude oil will go higher. And if crude oil go higher, that means equity market will follow through. All right, so you heard me, live right now, okay? Live. Okay, that is all we have. And of course, I need to show you one more thing, and that is what you like. Kel, can we buy Bitcoin right now? Guys, I repeat, all right. A few days ago, when you see Bitcoin coming down, that was time to buy Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin had went up and now it's at near all-time high. I repeat, all-time high. No point to chase that, huh? No point to chase. All right, if you want to chase, let it pull back first. Now, based on my Bitcoin 5-minute chart, you can see just now this morning there is a KCX right here blinking at the bottom, and that's why one pump. But this pump, you see that when it went up itself, right, only a short while it pulls back already. So that's why I believe that even though intraday, if we do intraday doing on Bitcoin, you see very beautiful. Wow, yesterday hit again. Wow, again. Third one. Wow, again. You see, our system works very nicely. And the beautiful part is that you realize the system calls it earlier before it goes out. That means when the KCX blink right at the bottom of the screen, it's always 5 to 10 minutes before the market goes up. So that is why I tell you guys, we have a very powerful system for Bitcoin right now, or even cryptocurrency. So once you have that, you have 5 to 10 minutes in advance notice to know what to do with Bitcoin. And if you trust the system, you're going to make money. You see, this is live. You can't lie about it. This is live market. Okay, so that is what I want to share this with you. All right, and that's the reason why, dear all, if you're listening to me live today, all right, the thing is this: we are going to increase the price because we're going to embed Bitcoin and Ethereum inside the PSV system. Now, for all the students currently now, you realize that you cannot access to Bitcoin even on your AIMS platform, right? Because it's not ready yet. Now, I'm doing the testing at this moment now, and I told the management, and they said we are almost ready. So likely on the 1st of January 2021, Bitcoin will be available, all right, available for watching. All right, and our PSV system will be able to be embedded inside there. So students, new people, you can get it, right? The 3.5.3 version. The current students, you don't worry, all right? We'll still give you a 3.5.3 version, but that's only if, let's say, you subscribe for Bitcoin, then you can see it. If not, it's wasting. It's the same thing, okay? So that is whereby we want to share this with you. So there's no increment of prices for the current system, current students, all right? You still pay $96 per market. So for Bitcoin, it's 96. For Ethereum, it's 96. Okay, you cannot put them together. It doesn't work because the parameter is different. So my personal thing is this: I still believe that Bitcoin will hit 23,000 by April this year. All right. The last but not least is the food for thoughts. All right. Today is Ellen DeGeneres. Okay. It makes a big difference in your life when you stay positive. So you can see I'm a very positive person. All right. I look fresh. I look good. I only slept for 2 hours last night because I was back testing the cryptocurrency. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I was back testing and doing a lot of stuff and preparing for the coming weeks as well. All right. So guys, I thank you for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. All right. If you like what you heard today, and if tonight it's not fun payroll, I give a friendly advice one more time: go slow for today. You don't need to rush into the market. All right. And if you want to trade, then trade after the news come out, about 9:45 to 9 o'clock. Then you enter the market. Okay. All right. PM Singapore time. All right. Till then, take care, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And I will see you on Sunday, MAO. All right. Bye-bye.